Hi everyone, welcome back again to my channel. I want to be the first person to I just want to say thank you guys for everything that you guys have been doing for me. I'm so grateful. Today's live video is a very important video because I feel like there's a lot of questions that you guys have asked me, and I felt like I should come here and clarify all those questions. First, is CST still active? A lot of you guys are actually confused because there's a new China Scholastic Competence Assessment, which is CSCA exam. And a lot of people are actually confused about this. So I feel like I needed to come and literally talk about it just a little bit, because I know how it can be when you don't have the information and everything. So first, it may only impact the undergraduate admissions. So if you're going to be applying for, let's say, master's and PhD, you need to understand that it may not really affect you as much. Okay, let's just keep it right there for those of you that are still like scared. Another thing that you should do if you want to be like, okay, you don't know if you need to write this exam, you need to check the university admission office. You want to be sure that, okay, there's a requirement for you to write that exam and everything. So you want to check that. Also, I'm going to define what this is all about, this exam. So this is actually to a test for international students wanting to study in China, according to some admission service. So this is for 2026 undergraduate intake. Most applicants will need to sit for this exam, and compulsory subjects such as mathematics, physics, chemistry. I feel like I think physics and chemistry might be optional, but definitely mathematics will be something that will be more. So, and CSC is still very much active. For those of you that are still like, you don't know whether CSC, what. CSC is still very much active in awarding Chinese government scholarship for international students. So please don't get confused while you're doing your application, and don't let anybody confuse you. Okay, so you can actually check for more information. If you want me to talk more about this exam, I can actually like shoot a separate video to talk about this particular exam. But that's not really what I'm talking about today, because I did a video last year. Yeah, I think it was last year around December. And this video, I was just talking about like 2025 changes for immigration in China. And to be honest, I didn't know how helpful that video was going to be, even for me. That video was so helpful for me as a person. And I talked about some of the immigration requirements, everything that you need. And I remember that I was reminding you guys that if you're applying for masters or if you're applying for PhD, that definitely there'll be a lot of opportunities for those of you applying for masters and PhD, because I felt like China was moving into the research field, like they want to go into the research field. So I talked about it, and guys, I can clearly see it happening right now. I saw that in some schools that they were supposed to give up opportunities, they only gave scholarships to um, masters and PhD, and they did not give scholarship to those people that are actually doing like bachelors. So I now started thinking to myself that means this thing that I was actually talking about, that's really what is happening right now. And I really want you guys to be prepared, because sometimes, this kind of things, when we'll be talking about it, trying to let you guys know the opportunities that are available, a lot of people don't really take us serious. And I understand you guys so well. You guys so well. Please let me know how the network is, because I need to know how the network is, guys. Please let me know. Guys, when you're using VPN, sometimes the network is not like so good, right? I'm using VPN, so the network might not be like so good. So let me know. So let me just start because I don't know if this video is going to be so long, but I just wanted to come here and talk about what you guys might be expecting for 2026, guys. So the number one thing that I feel like China is going to be doing for 2026 is they're going to be introducing a new visa. So this visa is the K visa. Okay, the K visa for STEM is for maybe now non-Chinese if you're non-Chinese. Can you guys hear me? Let me know that I should continue. To continue, I was brief interruption as I was talking. So number two will be more aggressive talent immigration strategy. So yes, China's next 5-year plan includes a pledge to actually establish like an immigration system for high-tech talents. So those people now that like they want to go into tech, they want to go into science, all those kind of course. I feel like there will be a lot of focus on you guys because China is already going into this AI. They're already like trying to build their own chat GPT too. You guys already know that. So that will be introduced too. So you guys like keep an eyes for that, okay? Another thing that I feel like is going to be introduced, there's going to be like expand visa free and transit access. So what means that several visa free and I'm coming. Okay, let's continue. I don't know how the network is. That's why I'm like, so there's going to be like a lot of several visa free and visa transit policy. So from 2026, there'll be like visa free entry for like 47 countries in China. So imagine like 47 countries in China where we're having visa free. I mean, like, I wonder, like, why Nigerians don't used to be part of these things, these amazing opportunities that they always have. I never ever understand, like, why can't they just have visa free? Especially because I know a lot of Nigerians, they love to come here and buy things. They love to come and shop here. So I just wish that Nigeria would be part of the visa free. I mean, not be stressed. Though there are so many Nigerians who are here and they do not have their visa. And that's story for another day, to be honest. I don't want to open I don't want to open that up, put anybody in trouble. Okay, so the next one is there'll be tighter rules for long-term residency and family reunification. So that one is for people that may be going to like tourist visa. I think they're going to make the visa long term for you guys. That would be really cool. Another thing that you guys need to take note of is the longer multi-entry business visa. You guys know the business visa that you guys used to want. So I feel like there's going to be like a new policy in some province to actually make this visa to maybe for like 5 years, multiple entry. So instead of like per visit, you can stay for 180 days. So instead of now like okay, you apply for a business visa and you just be here for like 1 month. So I feel like now they're going to try to extend it to a longer period, 5 year, like how USA used to do their own. They will extend your visa for 5 years, but it's just that you need to still go. You will stay, something like that. So the next one is the greater regional variation and pilot zones. So places like Shanghai. See, let me tell you, this Shanghai, they're just bringing too many good opportunities. Shanghai is just bringing too many good opportunities for internationals, which is so amazing. Because I remember, like, even them saying that with a PhD in Shanghai, you can actually get a green card. And I'm like, really? That didn't really exist, to be honest. Like, that didn't really exist. So now it's like Shanghai just brings in so many good, great opportunities, which is something that I just need to let you guys know. See, if you are going to apply for PhD or you're going to apply for masters and you're just looking for the best place to go, please go to Shanghai. If you can get admission to Shanghai, please go, because there's a lot of immigration opportunities, good opportunities for international students. So please take that. Take it. you know, it is us that we are here that know what is really happening. Some of you guys, when we give you guys advice, tell you guys what to do, you guys never really follow advice. And I understand you guys, but it is we here that know what is really happening. I know like what works. So if I tell you, oh, this is that, please just do. Okay. So yeah, let me go to the next one. So there's going to be like let's call it a greater regional variation. What this means is that different there'll be different rules for different regions. So if you are in Shanghai, Shanghai will have their own rules. If you are in Zhuhai will have their own rules. If you are in Guangzhou will have their own rules. Anywhere you are, like there'll just be like different rules. So it's just for you to understand this. Okay. Another thing that you have to focus on is that there will be a focus on attracting reverse brain drain. So what this means is that as the US tightens immigration for Chinese nationals, China is capitalizing um, by offering more favorable terms for global talent and STEM workers. So now, talents from Africa, Asia, etc. may actually find China as an accessible place for work, especially because now the bond between US and China is, though they are trying to improve it, but it's not as strong as it used to be. So you can clearly see that China is beginning to open their doors for Africans and their own people, mostly people from Pakistan, Russia, all these places. So it's just for you to like leverage in that. Just put your best in, no, understanding that the China you know before is not going to be the China you know now. Okay, so you already understand what I mean when I say, oh, China is beginning to open their doors, because to be honest, China does not open their doors as often. So you understand what I mean when I say that. And then there'll be like a lot of digital automated border control um enhancements. So what this means is that instead of there will be a lot of digital stuff. So most things will be digital. Just understand that. I don't really want to explain that. Another thing to understand is that there will be more graduated immigration tiers. So rather than one size fits all kind of visa, I feel like there'll be a lot of visa with different terms. So if let's say you're going for research, there'll probably be visas for research, be visa for PhD. It's not going to be like everything in one. If there'll be visas for tourists, there'll be visa for business, there'll be visa for family. Before it used to be, oh, category. No, they would like to make it like separate, something like that. Another thing to take note of is the um, high contribution to foreigners. So for category A, China is trying to simplify extensions. They want to cancel. Um, Actually, they're just trying to simplify things. Okay. So if you qualify, staying in China for like a work permit will become easier for you. I remember when I was applying for work permits, it wasn't even easy, name no lie. And I had to wait for several months for my visa to come out. So I'm happy to see that they are trying to make everything easy, because to be honest, that visa takes a lot of time. And sometimes when you're waiting for the visa to come out, you be scared because your visa is about to your visa is about to just expire. So you always be scared, like, oh my god, my visa is about to expire, my visa is about to expire. So I'm so happy that China is trying to make everything just so easy for internationals. They're just trying to make everything like just better for internationals. And kudos to them. Kudos to them. Let's talk to the next one. So applicants for permanent residency in some zones must reside in China for 6 months annually. So I know this. So you see now, some people when they're applying for their visa, they will apply for their visa, but they will not stay. So they're trying to say, if you want to apply for some certain kind of visa, even this green card that I'm talking about, if you want to apply for that green card, you need to at least stay in China for at least 6 months. You need to be someone you are living in China. Do you understand? You cannot just come and be saying you want a visa when you are not always around, when you're not always there. So you need to understand this. So you have to ensure your document aligns. So the next thing that we're talking about is shifts in family and dependent visa rules. So there are going to be longer processing times for spouse. Things are actually going to be tougher. Okay, so if you are trying to bring in like your dependents, I think it's going to be strict. and you need more time for anything that you're trying to do, processing, which that part I don't think a lot of people like it. And also, there are going to be more countries that's going to be added to visa waiver. So now, countries like Latin America, Russia, they're going to be added to visa free or eased access lists. So of course, this should be normal, because I think in Africa too we have something like this. I think there was even a time that Ghana made their country visa free. You can actually, if you're for all Africans, which is actually something I feel all Africans need to do. And I think that China is doing it for their own people, making everything free. Um, what else am I supposed to talk about? Also, there's going to be like immigration strategy aligned with China industry tech goals. See, anybody that's going into tech, hey, you're all done better. You're all done better if you're just going into tech. If you're going into engineering, just know that there'll be a lot of scholarships for you. Like I said, CSC is still active. For those of you that are still there thinking that, oh, CSC is not active, CSC is still very much active. And please, hmm, I'm going to leave some links down below for books to help you apply for scholarships. Also, if you want to book like consultation with me, I also try to leave like my information down below so that you can actually book one-on-one consultation with me to ask me any questions. What else do I want to talk about? Also, you can even pay directly. You don't even need to contact me, ask me any question. If you just want to like make payments for your deposits, you can just pay, and then we'll process everything for you. So let me continue. I'm almost through with this, guys. So, looking at the regional economic zone as immigration magnet spots, so cities like Shanghai, Shenzhen, Hangzhou may compete globally for talent. So, this is something that you also need to take note of. So, if you like, you want to choose where you want to live in China, please pay attention to the local immigration incentives. Okay. Also, we're talking about there's going to be like short-term visitor stroke transit access um growing, but it's going to be more controlled. So if like you're a tourist or you want to come to China with business entry, the major strategy will be for like short term, okay, especially if you're coming for study, it's 4 years, right? Short term. Let's talk about languages. Languages, integration, and local regulation requirement may rise. So yes, you need to know that as an international student, you may want to know the culture, you may want to know the languages. This is very, very important. I've always said this, that China really likes people that know their language and everything. You will just be enjoying when you come here. And guys, our Instagram page is growing. Our following is growing on Instagram. Oma Travels. If you are not following me on Instagram, because I post a lot of Chinese stuff there. So please go follow me there. You just see that I'm always like posting like Chinese stuff there. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about now, uh I'm just going to be focused on masters and PhD students. Yeah. So the first thing you should be expecting for 2026 is that there will be obviously the new K visa for STEM research talent, which is under the tech, foreign young science and tech talent. So on 7th August 2025, China amended its regulations for entry and exit of foreigners, and then they labeled it the K visa. Its target is for foreign young science and technology talent. If you're holding like a bachelor or you're holding like a higher degree, then if you are eligible for this, just know this. The next thing for those of you that are applying for maybe masters and PhDs, that there will be like easier transition from students to work residents in some regions. So now, if let's say you schooled in Beijing and you want to work in Beijing, it's going to be easier. Some regional policies now allow foreign students graduating in China to convert their students residence visa directly to work visa or research permits without having to leave the country or wait so many months. When I was applying for mine, it took me almost 2 months. It took me almost 2 months. It was so annoying, guys. I'm sorry, I'm being very unprofessional. But if this is what is now happening, hey, God, I wish it happened during my time, to be honest, because I really, really suffered when I was applying for my work permit. Then when I was not applying for the second work permit, I waited November, December, January, 3 months. That was even worse. I waited 3 months. I don't even know whether that person, that's my employer, was even doing it intentional. Because how do you make someone wait for 3 good months before they get their visa? How do you make someone wait so long before they get their visa? I never understand this. So I'm so happy that they are really, really making things so easy for internationals. I'm really happy about this. So employers may accept just a letter of intent rather than a fully signed employment contract for foreign graduates in some tech innovation zones. So therefore, as a prospective PhD student, you may benefit if you do your degree in China and you want to stay in China for work. You will really, really benefit from this. Okay. So the next thing that you also would think about is that there'll be a lot of digitalization, which is so cool. Which is so cool. So work permits, work stroke permit application system is not even going to be something that you are going to be using with paper. Everything is just going to be digital. Guys, I don't know if I should show you guys how this work permit thing looks. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know, I can't show you guys. I wanted to show you guys how the work permit looks. Maybe I'll post it on my Instagram page. Please, if you're not following me on Instagram, go and follow me there. I'm gonna post it there. Okay, let's continue. So there's going to be like regional variation and pilot zone incentives for foreign talent. So let's say, for example, now some cities offer like rules for foreign graduates and talent. So I feel like where you study in China may matter. So if if you are studying in Beijing, Shanghai, it's really favor you. Because the rules there are kind of really favorable and everything. So where you study in China may matter significantly for your post-study or work options. So please choose a place that just goes with your field. Your field of study, just choose a place that goes with that. Okay, another thing that I feel like they'll be taking note of is that they'll be putting more focus on STEM high tech fields for foreign students and talent. So there's going to be like emphasis of China's immigration strict talent policy on STEM, engineering, research, innovation, The K visa is actually an example. So if your PhD is in maybe like computer engineering now, this will align very, very well with the direction that China is going to actually straighten, make you just favorable or something like that. So if there's like already like a huge competition going on currently among the international students, your choice of course, or maybe for a master's or PhD, and the choice of course that you're studying will really, really help you to get opportunities when there are competition, when the competition is tough, and ensuring that your grades are also really good. This will really, really help you to get opportunities. So as China opens up more, I feel like they are going to be strict also. So that means there'll be increase in documentation, verification of your visa or verification of your passports. It will be strict. You need to show proof of degree. You need to show researcher status. You need to show legitimate research institution. So while there are like specific rules for student visa in 2025, I feel like they are going to be less publicly detailed for general trends. Okay. So you want to ensure that you have your bachelor's, master's degree documentation fully verified. Make sure your transcripts are well prepared for extra checks and everything. Please make sure they also neat. Some of you guys, when you guys send me a document for me to apply for you, I just don't know, like, because maybe it's because I'm a Nigerian, oh, and we Nigerians, we are very, very like, we are very detailed. So for me, when you guys send me a document and I'm looking at this document, it's not properly scanned, and there are some things I'm seeing that for me, I'm just like, I don't really think it's it shows that you are excellent or that you're serious. So for me, I really, really look at all those things. So whenever you send me your document and I'm really like criticizing it and I'm like complaining and telling you guys, oh, do this, do that, it's because for me, I'm just putting myself in the shoes of whoever that is doing the application. Because for me, I know that if I'm going to be the one selecting student, please, this is very, very competitive. There are a lot of people applying for these opportunities, not just you that is applying for the opportunity. So that's why it's important for you to take it serious, take your documentation serious, take everything serious. Don't joke with any of these things. Yeah, I wish you all the best for 2026. I know that they're already bringing up all this. Oh, you need to write exams. That's why you need to use an agent. You need to use an agent now more than ever. Yes, I know that some of you guys claim that you don't have the money, and it's fine if you don't have the money, you apply yourself. But if you have the money, please pay an agent to do it for you. And that thing that you need to take note of is that there's going to be like larger roles for English taught programs. So if you're going to be doing like English taught programs, I feel like there will be a lot of opportunities for you guys because when it comes to like English taught programs, I don't know whether I should say they don't used to have a lot of um they don't used to have a lot of opportunity or space, or even if they have, it's always so competitive. Hey God, it's always very, very competitive. So it's so cool to see that there will be like English taught programs for students. Um So that's something to take note of, guys. Another thing to take note of, guys, is postgraduate stay extensions and work options. So they're going to be like reforms indicate that, okay, after graduation, for instance, may find it easier to stay, to convert work to like talent visa. So particularly in tech, innovation, and other things. So if you plan to stay in China after your PhD or master's, choose a university that offers like a strong link to the industry and that'll keep you in the city. Also, I feel like they're going to be introducing stronger integration of immigration with research innovation strategy. So China immigration talent is increasing, okay? And with its national goals in research, innovation, industry, empowerment, anything that have to do with industry, because you guys know that China is the hub for producing a lot of things already. So for them, they will want to improve on their products, improve on recruiting young talents, young science and technological like talents. So given by your research, I feel like that's where you get opportunities. So you based on the field, your course, that's what will make you more attractive based on your course. Oh, okay, yes. And then another thing that we're talking about is while many routes are opening, there's going to be like long-term stay, residency will be very selective and everything. But many students make want to transit to work, and they may want to get like a long-term permanent residency. That is talking about like the green card. So this remains very difficult, okay, and selective, especially for foreign students. Um, my advice for you is to view the improvements as an opportunity to increase your qualification, increase anything that you need to increase, build your profile, publication, research impact, employer support, so that you can be able to get the green card. Because I have heard someone have gotten green card in Beijing. I know of some people who have also said that you can get green card in Shanghai. So if you can just build your profile, I feel like you can be able to get some of these things. Let me just give like a summary. So since that you're aiming for a PhD, I think you should focus. If you're aiming for a PhD, focus on STEM, STEM innovation, all those kind of things. And then if you are choosing China as your study destination, please pick a university and city that is strong in your program. So that after you graduate, you get a job like today. From application time, please try to start just put more emphasis on your research topic, your background, your innovation and everything. And also ensure that your documentation is in order. Okay. Um, let's talk about this green card everything. Like maybe we should talk about it, guys. What do you think? I want to know what are the steps to getting like the green card, because a lot of people would want to know how to get the green card in China. Happy? I don't think I'm the only one who wants to know this. But before we get to that topic, um, I would do like a Q&A because I want to answer some of your questions that you guys have asked me. But if you have any more questions, you can leave it down. I'll answer your questions. Okay, let's start with number one. How do I get the health tests form and criminal record? Wait, there's something that I used to do before, guys. Whenever I'm answering questions, I will just copy it and paste it here. So it not look as if no. But someone's asking about how do I get the health test form and criminal record? It depends on your country. But if you're asking me this question from Nigeria, so the way for you to get your health, please go to national, yes, national hospital. Go there. Go there and apply. I think it was early this year. There was someone who had told me that he got his there. Oh guys, sorry. Go there and apply. So there was someone who had told me that he went to a to a hospital in Nigeria. It wasn't like a general hospital. And when he went there to do his application and he went to the visa office, apply for his visa, they told him that no. They told him like no, he had to like go to the general hospital. So know this, that if you're going to be doing your application, definitely they want you to go to like general hospital. That's allowed place for your application. And then getting your police clearance. I've talked about this so many times, guys. Sometimes I just feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again. To be honest, there are so many videos I've done about each document, but you guys still ask the same question, so it's fine. I have to keep answering you guys. So for the police clearance, you just need to go to the police station and ask them for this. That's all. But make sure that you what do you call that thing? You need to you need to make sure that they stamp your police clearance. They need to stamp it because it might not be original. So go to a place whereby you can authenticate that, oh, this is my original document, and that's it. Somebody is asking me how to apply. Jesus. Oh my god. Where have you been? This person is asking. Let me show you guys, because I know sometimes when I say some of these questions, you guys don't believe me. So someone is asking how to apply. If you want to apply for the CSC, because now I don't talk about application. I just tell you guys that I do the application for you. So if now you say, okay, you want to apply for CSC, just check the link below. You can contact me. The payment for this is $2,000 for fully funded scholarship. But of course, when you're applying, you pay just $500 deposits. That's it. Number two, while you're doing your application, while we do the application for you, you're only paying a deposit. So that makes it so easy. So if you say, okay, you want to do your application yourself, then please, I've done so many videos about this. Please just check. I don't think this is a question. I think this is from a Nigerian person. Guys, let me put this so that you guys can see this. Hi guys. I'm sorry guys. I use VPN. So the network kind of just we can okay, let's continue. I use VPN guys. So as I'm using VPN, the network might not be like as good. So please bear with me. So someone said even people in China live longer than people in Nigeria. So if you're in Nigeria, checking it for you. Please, why didn't say this? Oh, don't you guys should not put me in trouble. Who said that people in China live longer than people in Nigeria? I beg go. I've never said this. I've never said this. But what I would say about just living abroad, oh nah, you cannot compare Nigeria and abroad or in China because the technology the technology is way better. Yeah, it's way better. But the thing I would say is that if you cannot survive in Nigeria, please don't think that when you come abroad you can survive because it will test you. The education system is really good though. Don't think education is tough. I love the way the education system is abroad compared to Nigeria. Nigeria is like it's like Nigeria is built to frustrate you. It's like Nigeria is built to just I don't know get you angry all the time. Oh, okay, guys. I'll answer one last question, and then I would go into talking about green card. I don't know. Today, I'm here for you guys. Oh, I don't know why I'm just like in the mood. I want to do a live video because I feel like my algorithm is not doing really well. How to apply for bachelor's in CSC scholarship. I've done a video about this, guys. How to apply for bachelor's in CSC scholarship. So if you're actually applying for CSC, please just I will leave a link down below. You can book a consultation, one-on-one consultation, and then I will talk about it, teach you everything you need to know because it's a broad topic on its own. And I cannot just talk about it here because it's so long. So please, if you really want to apply for CSC scholarship, book a consultation. Book a consultation. Or you can actually like check. I've done so many videos about how to apply. I even showed you how to apply yourself. I've done so many videos and I have gotten so many testimonies, guys. I'm not the talk and just talk person. There are a lot of people who have testified to having used what I have taught them and it has really worked for them. So if I'm here now and I'm talking about it with you guys, telling you guys about it, it is because I know it works. If it doesn't work, I will not even be coming here. I mean, I won't be talking about it as much, but it works. So I'm happy that it works. That's just it. Let's just talk about green card, guys. Green card. Very important. What is it? What is the Chinese green card? So the Chinese green card is officially called the foreigners permit, permanent residency permit. So you can let me say it again. The green card is um, foreigners permanent residence permit. You can live in China without renewing your visa. And with this green card, some people who marry Chinese also can get this green card. The card is valid for 10 years for adults and 5 years for maybe people younger than 18. it acts as an identity document for many purposes. Okay, it helps you in your education, it helps you in banking, it helps you in the many things. So let's talk about who is eligible for this document. So you must satisfy basic legal good conduct for you to meet eligibility for this. Maybe your good health, non-criminal record, Chinese laws. You must have the proper documents for this. So the people who are applying for something like this, foreigners who invest directly in China can apply. Those who do business in China can apply. Those who have good tax records in China can apply. Foreign professionals who hold like high level posts or have significant research. That's why I say even people like PhD students can also apply. Also, foreigners who join family members in China, let's say now your spouse is Chinese, or your parents are Chinese, or you are Chinese, but maybe you changed your documents, or you were now in another national. Okay, foreigners who have made special contributions to China's economy, science, or technology can also apply. So, in some cities like Shanghai, you might need like a high annual salary, pay high tax, stay in China for like 6 months each year. Even for PhD students, you can apply. So documents for this, you need like your application form for permanent residency. You need valid passports or travel documents. You need your health certificates. You need criminal record check. You need eligibility that you can work, like employment contracts, tax records. What else? You need investment certificates, family relation proof. Also, you need like a recent passport. Okay, so you submit the application to the entry exit admission bureau in the city where you're residing, and then they will maybe like investigate to be sure that the document that you have submitted is actually the right document. Then they will make their final decision by the Ministry of Public Security or something like that, and the time frame is between 6 months after your submission. So once they have approved, you can now travel in and out with your green card. Uh, there are some things you have to actually take note of. You have to take note of that you need to be living in China while you're doing this application at least 6 months in a year. If applying via employment through talent check, you need to have like a talent or something like that. So it does not mean that you'll be treated like a Chinese, so you'll still be a foreigner. Yes, your status can be cancelled if you hurt any Chinese person or if you violate the laws. Hey, or if you obtain the card by fraud or failed to meet residence obligation. While national law says you can work freely, buy housing and everything, it differs. It's not every city. Okay. So now me that I'm doing my PhD. Oh my god. I think for PhD students depends on your field. Okay. And then the green card is very selective. It's not like automatically they'll just give it to you. You need to be working. And if you plan like a long stay in China after like your study, you could aim like for employment and try to make sure you keep the records, meaning that you contribute to China, meaning that you abide by the rules and regulation. Please use the time that you're going to study well. Okay. And places like Shenzhen, Shanghai, Beijing, these places are places that I feel like you can actually apply if you're eligible. So guys, oh wow, this green card is really good. I'm so happy that China have made that available for internationals. I think it has always been there, but maybe people have not been people had not really taken note of it. So it's so good to see that it is something that we can now apply for. Okay. Okay, guys. I want to know if you have any questions that you would want to ask me. Please, you can ask me. This video is like is literally everywhere, but you know that kind of thing when you just think about something like, oh, I want to go live and talk about some things that are important, and I didn't want to think about it too much. And I just started this video. Yes, that's what happened because sometimes say as a content creator, you be like, I need to do this, I need to do this because I'm actually really busy. I have some things I'm also doing, schoolwork and everything. So sometimes it'd be like, okay, I'll do this, I'll do this, and you just not do it. Like there's so many contents I have, and I'm not able to. I've not had time to edit it, to post it, and everything. And that's the beauty of just having an assistant who can just help me, relieve me with the work, because I literally do everything by myself. And I love it all. I love my job so much because you guys are supportive. But it would be cool to have like someone who just assists me with some things. But one of the greatest fear of having to hire someone now is that what if they don't do what I want? I have that fear because the way I work, I just have like this is what I want done. So you need to really know me to work with me because I can just get so like creative. I can just wake up one day and say, let's do this. So it's just that you have to be up on your game. But to be honest, because of AI, everything is so easy. I remember like before I started editing myself, I could edit with AI. There's this website you can do your editing, and I know how to like, edit my pictures. So there's many things that I actually can do by myself, which is so amazing and so nice. But it's also cool to know that okay, yes, I have someone who can actually assist me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be ending this live video. If you have any question, I don't know how the network is because the Wi-Fi I'm using to connect is far from me, and also I'm using VPN. So because of these two things, my network might not be like the best, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. Because yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to get this message out there. Maybe I'm gonna do like a separate video to literally put everything organized. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for chilling with Oma. I will see you guys. Okay, bye.